Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back on our pay to win account, which is usually what we stream. We've saved up 13,000 diamonds. Remember, from the last couple videos, we've actually been pushing progression and also building up levels. So at this point, it is levels that is really going to progress into chapter 35, 36. It is going to be a lot of levels and a lot of time to go ahead and pick up those levels so we can make progression. Thank you guys for joining me. What's going on? Philip and Kevin. Dark is here as always. Levi, Abraham, Jaden, and Philip. So ultimately, we're going to go ahead. We're going to do our summons. We're going to use all of our stones. Still looking for a couple key heroes to build here. Hit some Stargazer up. Really hoping that we're going to get the 30,000 diamonds. We still have never seen it, guys. Since I've started AFK Arena almost 2 years ago, we have never seen the diamonds yet. What's going on, Minty and Bloody Star? Thanks for joining us. So ultimately, looking at the teams though, we are almost done with the majority of these heroes. When we look here, so we have Ullard to build, we have Thane, and we have Rigby, we have Oscar, and that's it. That is all we have left to build with our Lightbearer team. Ultimately, on the Maulers, we have a couple more. We haven't really focused on Maulers. We have Entendre, we have K-Sauce, we have Satrana, Anoki, and Brutus. That is it. What's going on, Space Trooper? And then on the Wilders are pretty limited since we did finish out Respin. We put some furniture on him. He has his 3-set bonus already. We have Cirrus and we have Almus, and that is it. We know that the Raccoon, I think it's Raccoon, the Raccoon is coming pretty soon. Very clever name there for the Wilders. So ultimately, we're going to be building up food here. I'm just going to save because we know the new hero is coming. Nope, still never Levi. Have never, ever seen those 30,000 diamonds. Unfortunately, at this point, have never seen them. I know Vulcan has seen them a ton. A lot of other players have sent me screenshots of pulling them. I have never pulled them. In all the streams, all the videos, I record most of the summons, most of the stargazing, everything I record. So ultimately, I have never seen it. For our Graveborn team, same. We have Torn here. We have Baden. We have Kelthar, Torn, and that is it. That is all the Graveborn. We know the next hero, again, is going to be Raku the Raccoon. And then there is going to be another Lightbearer hero that is going to be after our Wilder hero. So essentially right now, we don't have anyone slated for the Graveborns, meaning that we can go ahead and build those. Haven't heard anything with the Dimensionals. Haven't heard anything with new Celestials, new Hypogens. Nothing. It's been pretty quiet on the AFK front as of right now. Crossover events, again, we had the Prince of Persia, which was months and months ago that they were kind of looking at that. But again, nothing ever became of that. What's going on? The wild side, and Andres. So for our Celestial heroes, we were building Orthos. Since we know Orthos and Zolrath both moved to the Challenger store, we actually switched our focus to Khazard, because essentially we'll build Orthos out of the shop, which would be very easy. Well, Khazard, we're not going to have an option to build at all. We pulled, I believe, 3 copies of him. If you guys remember from our stream last week, we pulled 3 copies of him. So building him up and finishing him out. And of course, the Dimensionals are done at this point. What's going on? Cool Caddish. All right, guys. So a couple summons. I have been saving up all of our stones. Boom. We have 15 Elite Hero stones. I get these out of the shop. I get them out of the daily rewards. Remember, during the events, we spend $26 a day for the event. So ultimately, we've been buying the stones out of there. I also do buy them every single time I reset the store. So we reset the store usually 4 times a day. I think it's 4 times a day. We go ahead and reset the store. We buy all the Elite Hero Soul Stones that we find out of there. So we've been just adding these up over time. Most of the time out of here, we do get Celestials and Hypogen heroes, so I'm really hoping that we can get someone good out of here. There are still a lot of heroes we need, and of course, fodder. We need a lot of fodder to still build the rest of those heroes that we got. So boom, let's see what we get. We got Orthos, guys. Very nice. We got Orthos. We got food. We got a copy of Isolde. He's already maxed out. Iran is maxed out. Anoki, Kren, Nara, Oden, Silas, and Rigby. So not too bad overall with the pulls. Got a copy of Orthos. The guy with the Graveborn account. My company. The new Graveborn video. Oh, yeah. Yep, absolutely. A lot of players have been commenting that they're making faction accounts similar to what I run. It's very, very cool to see how unique the factions really are when you start getting into building them. All right, so that does give us another copy of Iran. There we have Orthos, Nara, and we do have Kren. So that adds another star to Kren. And I'm not sure if he's in the shop. We might be able to pick something out of the heroic ship out of him. I don't think he has left yet for adding that star. I think it's 6,000 Po coins that we get out of there essentially. Also, here is Torn, guys. Since, again, we have no Graveborns on the horizon, that will take him to Mythic Plus. Very, very nice. We got double copies here. So there he is ascended, guys. That is number 58. That is right, guys. We have 58 ascended heroes. Remember, we need 60 ascended heroes to go ahead and max out the Field of Stars. I believe that is 58. Let's check really quick to see what we got, because we need this last one. That is, or no, 48, excuse me. It's 50, so 48. So we have 48 of 50, 2 more, and we'll have that additional hero choice pack unlocked, which would be awesome. So that is very, very cool to see. He is almost, or we almost have that last one completely built. Gives us another level there, still working on the Elder Tree. All right, guys, so we got a couple summons here, which is going to be nice. I almost have Kelthar maxed out, just need 9 of 9 furniture. I have him with 3 of 9. Yeah, Kelthar is a hero that I've never built. I know I still need to. I want to build him in the future. But as of right now, I have never built Kelthar. So I want to see him built. I want to see him maxed out. I think it would be really cool to see exactly how good he is. And my account is basically a faction account. So many Wilders. Wilders are really the first focus. And look at that, guys. Companion points with a copy of Damon. Very nice. What's going on, AirTap? Thanks for joining us for the stream. All right, so 3 more rares there. Just a little bit short of another pull. And of course, we got to wait 17 days to get copies of Ullard, which is okay. We can definitely wait for him. We'll have some food saved up by then. Is Ainz 3 of 9 important? Yes, Ainz is very, very important. The 3 of 9 and the 9 of 9 for Ainz is absolutely required because of the maximum damage that he will put out. I would definitely build him. And look at that, a double Maulers. We got Satrana and another copy of Kren. Very nice. Not sure if that'll give us enough to add another star to put 2 stars on Kren, but that'd be very, very cool to see. I got Ainz and Joker plus Iran to 5 stars and plus 25 signature item. Oh, you're welcome, Quentin. Yeah, Ainz is awesome to get to 30. Iran is awesome to get to 30. 20 more there. All right, guys, still looking for Khazard. So we have 4 total pulls. Again, we've never seen those 30,000 diamonds. I don't even know what I'm going to do if we do see it, because we have yet to see it. It's been very, very unfortunate we haven't pulled it, but maybe today is the day that we're going to pull. And still looking for Khazard. All right, guys, let's see if we can get some good pulls here. Copy number 1 gives us kind of junk. We got 1 rare card there. Not even many fragment pieces out of that one. Number 2 gives us Khazard. There's another copy. Plus, we got a Mauler card. So not a bad pull there. Unfortunately, didn't get too many artifact fragments, which is okay. But we got a copy of Khazard, guys. Very, very cool. We got 2 more pulls here. Really hoping we get those diamonds. All right, a little bit more loot, which is okay. We still need that. Again, not many fragments. And our final pull here, is it going to be Khazard? It is no Khazard. Just a couple rare cards, guys. Oh, unfortunately, nothing too much today. But we got another copy of Khazard, which is good. Remember, he is who we are building. We'll go ahead and pop all of these open. Pop our rare cards, and then we'll see if there's anyone else that we can build. I'm hoping this is a copy of Kren, which it is Sophia, so just a little bit more food in there. So we'll open up these rare cards, and I think that's all we got for the summons. We can hit up the furniture in just a minute. Who would you prioritize to have 9 of 9 furniture? Raul, it depends. When it comes to 9 of 9, there are a couple heroes that are really, really high priority for 9 of 9. Ainz, absolutely 9 of 9. Albedo, absolutely 9 of 9. Two very, very important heroes to have 9 of 9. Alna, if you're building Alna, Taylene, awesome with the furniture, 9 of 9. Grez, definitely because of the Twisted Realm, building up 9 of 9. Isolde, 9 of 9. Damon, 9 of 9. All of them are very, very strong. Also in here, when you look at Leica, when you look at Iran, very, very strong with 9 of 9. Which class artifact is worth it to 5-star Bloody? First one, the biggest priority is building out the Call. The Call is the best one, which we'll look at in just a minute. The Call is the one that you want to prioritize above everything else. Essentially, when it comes to the support artifact, the original Call provides not only haste, but it also does the energy regeneration, which is the only artifact that has both haste and energy regeneration, which is most powerful. When you look at the Twisted Realm, when you look at the campaign, everybody still uses the Call. Overall, honestly, it is still the best artifact in AFK Arena. Even though they went through all the class-specific artifacts, most everybody still uses that Call. So here we have Thane, we have Oscar, we have Rigby. We didn't get any food for Allard, so we're going to actually just wait for him. I believe we already have one down here, so I think we can build one more with our copies of Angelo. So essentially, if we can get some copies of Allard before we get the reset, or if we pull them at the reset, so we have 1 or 2 more copies to make him to Legendary Plus. We have food here for Mythic. We have food for Mythic Plus. So essentially, we need 6 copies of Allard, and he'll be Ascended. So that would be very, very good. Why is Albedo? Albedo, if you're building Ainz, Albedo with the 9 of 9 gives the boosts. So that is or no, excuse me. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're absolutely right, D. Albedo 3 of 9 is good. The 9 of 9 is not. I was thinking of the signature item. Getting the signature item. Yeah, Grez, very important. Isolde, really important. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, Albedo 3 of 9 is important to give her the 10-second immunity, which comes out of here. But 9 of 9 is not a priority. That is why we kept her at 3 of 9. Nope, you're right. Sorry. Which class artifact? Yep. Yeah, Albedo 3 of 9. D is absolutely right. Short term, we'll lend out a couple heroes here. All right, so I think we have, was that Damon? So Damon going to 5 stars, guys, and there he is. He is maxed. He is 5-star. He is 9 of 9 furniture. Very, very cool to see. So he is done. We can take him out of the wish list. So essentially, we're going to have to continue just putting fodder heroes into the wish list. At this point, I don't think we have enough to cover. We might have enough. And then Wilders, we have 2 there, which again, we're building Cirrus, which we have copies of Iran right there. Respen, we got an extra copy of. So essentially, they're getting built as well. Then, of course, Khazard with the copy we pulled takes him to Legendary Plus, guys. Next one will be Mythic. We'll unlock the signature item, and we will definitely be able to build him very, very soon. And then, of course, with Orthos, I think we got another copy right there. So we need 2 copies of Orthos, and he will be maxed out too, which I believe we're very close to getting him completely maxed out as well. So we're at 182. We need 250. So essentially 500,000 coins in here. If we don't pull any more copies of him, Orthos will be Ascended, making 49 Ascended heroes. Just need to get him up a little bit. Start with Kelthar now. Yeah, Kelthar again is another hero that I definitely want to build. So here on the furniture front, we have 186 Mythic pieces. So we have a lot of Mythic pieces here. 39,000 Poke coins. Orthos is already in there. We have 1 piece already for Orthos. Essentially, we want to get heroes to 6 of 9 or 7 of 9. Then we're going to save to use the cards on the table. Lucretia, I would love to get to 9 of 9. She is another hero that is super powerful with 9 of 9. Pharrell does really well with 9 of 9. If you guys are building Isabella, Isabella does really good at 9 of 9 too with her fear. Her 5-second fear is very, very powerful. All right. So let's see how we do here, guys. 39,000. Last time we pulled back-to-back 5 times Mythic Furniture. Yeah, I know I need Lucy 9 of 9. Lucy 9 of 9 gives her Hellfire ability as permanent, which is very, very strong. All right, so let's see what we can do here, guys. Hoping to pick up 1 or 2 red cards on the table, as well as a couple of extra pieces, which the first one goes to Oden. Oden is a hero worth building out. If you guys have checked out the Greyborn video, very, very strong. I love his displacement, the energy disintegration, also with the rework with the signature item. Very cool to see. A double, guys. Orthos and Wukong, double Celestial pulls. Wukong we're already building. Orthos, you know, is already almost done. Very nice. That is a double pull there, guys. We don't need them back-to-back if we're doing double pulls like that. So pretty good so far. Another Mythic piece there, which gives us a piece for Thorin. So that, I think, is his 3-piece. Kren's Heroic Ship. I think it does give me the 6,000 pull coins. I'll have to look in a minute. I believe it does, Yorit. All right, guys, Mythic piece there. Which there's another piece for Thorin. Like I said, I think that is now 4 that we have for him. But I want to see a couple pieces for Lucy. All right, so we got 2 cards on the table, so not too bad. Let's check out that ship really quick. Got a couple more diamonds there because the family 2,000 diamonds there. So I think it was the heroic ship. And Kren is still there for 6 more days, guys. There is 1 star. Boom. 6,000 pull coins. That's why I was saying earlier, I'm building out these heroes. Look at the loot you get just by building Kren. We got 6,000 pull coins, the avatar frame, 50 amplifying emblems. We got more gear there, faction change scrolls. We got some essence with cards and essence there as well. Tree juice. So not too bad. All of that you get for free for just building it. What's going on, Hyatt? An NMC from Portugal. What's going on in Portugal? So that gives us 2 more full pulls, which means we might pull another Mythic, which we just did, guys. A piece for Estrilda. Estrilda, I'm trying to get to the 3 of 9. She does very, very well in a couple of the Twisted Realm bosses with that 3 of 9. So here, these, since we're not using these cards, so essentially what I do with my legendary cards is I will actually hop in Smart Selection. We will optimize our team. There we go. So Thorin goes from 2-piece to 4-piece. Wukong goes to 2. Estrilda to 1. Oden goes to 5. Flora stays at 2. And then I think Kren at 3. And then Ruspin is at 5, which is nice. So not too bad overall. That was a lot more furniture that we picked up. So now that I know all of my heroes in there are wearing the best mythic or the legendary that I can, I actually go in the recycle. We just click all of these because I don't want to auto recycle just in case I need some of the pull coins. After which chapter do you unlock the animated pick? The animated pick comes after having 10 ascended heroes in the Field of Stars. And there's another mythic piece, guys. We got 1 more, which is for Flora. I think that'll give Flora the 3 set. So again, we'll continue with the selling of the artifact. Go ahead and optimize these, and it does give Flora her 3-piece, so not too bad. Definitely building that out quite a bit. So we're at 186. I don't think it updates right away, though. 192. There we go. So 192. Hills is almost at 100,000 pull coins. Yeah, that's crazy. That is a ton of pull coins. You should be cashing those in or using all those up because that is awesome. Here we get 10 more stones, 20 more emblems, 10 more emblems out of there, which gives us 400 more diamonds. We have enough for a Stargazer pull, guys. That gives us enough for another Stargazer pull, and I don't think Oh, we're 10 short here. So, okay, guys, let's see if we can pull Khazard one more with what we pulled today. If we can pull another copy, or the diamonds is what I would love to see. It is. Boom. Not too bad. We got some boots, which are good because it's faction boots. We got 15 of our little fragments here, which is good because that is for Dura's Eye. So not too bad overall. Noble, I don't think we have anything else, but here I think we have to drop out Damon since he is completely maxed out. So let's see who we have here. So essentially we have Kelthar and we have Baden. So we're going to drop, or no, we don't need Kelthar, that's right. Remember that Kelthar, we already have enough to take him to Ascended, so we need Baden. Baden we're a little bit short on. And then we have Fodder. Kelthar, again, we have enough to take him to 5 stars, just need food. So once we finish out Torn, that'll be done. And that's it, guys. So we almost have everybody built. Short of the new heroes, remember, we already have Respin up to Ascended. We already have Kren to 1 star. Ullard we are building right now. So we have a lot of heroes that are just wondering, what is the priority purchase with the revamped Challenger store? Is it still Aziz? Yes. So out of the Challenger store, the priority that I did for the Challenger store that I would kind of revamp it to would be, of course, Aziz. He's used in the Twisted Realm, used in the God tier comp. A lot of formations use him because it is very, very strong. He is such a strong hero. After him, my personal choice would be Zolrath. Zolrath, again, is a hero that only does kind of what he does. Very, very hard to kill. Does a lot of damage, especially having him built. He would be my second choice, followed by Orthos after that, or Flora would be the 2 choices. A lot of players wonder about Athalia. Athalia I like, but buying her in here is very, very expensive. And you do have to fully build her out. She needs her plus 30 signature item. She needs her 9 of 9 furniture. She's a hero that I have on the Insomnia account. But overall, that is kind of how I would prioritize it. Because Athalia, in time, you'll have built. But overall, I use Cecilia, which is similar, just kind of a cheaper version of Athalia. But not quite the same expense that you have of other heroes. Do you have any ideas how to beat 37-16? I've switched my character so many times and I'm still losing. Dave, honestly, you're probably stuck a little bit just like I am. A really big thing when it comes to this level is actually levels. So the higher your crystal level is, look even where other teams around your similar are. So even looking here at winning formations, I always take a check at the teams. So right here, they're at 3, and I know it's tiny, but it looks like 394 or even higher. When you look down here, they even get into the 400s, 400 plus. There's 367. I know it's really, really tiny to see. But I look at what other players have beat, kind of what their level is. Even here, they're mid 200 for player levels. We're on 191. So I know due to the pay to win factor, we did progress a little bit quicker. But honestly, it is going to be levels. So as you continue to level up, your overall combat rating goes sky high when you're gaining levels, when you're gaining those sub-levels, which can make you essentially progress much, much faster. In addition is just building out the heroes. As you continue to max out the furniture, as you continue to get the set bonuses, building out the signature items, adding levels to the heroes simultaneously, you'll build them out pretty quick. It will come. It, again, just takes time. I just got Twins Mythic. I'm kind of gazing Mortis to Mythic, then Lucy to Ascended. Dark-Hearted Knight, definitely going Twins to Mythic. After that, Mortis doesn't have to be Mythic, honestly. Big thing is with that, with Mortis in general, you have to have him up to at least Elite Plus to go ahead and use him in the Abyssal Expedition. Most players just utilize him and then die. He doesn't need his furniture. He doesn't need his signature item. Mortis essentially doesn't need anything to perform well. Ultimately, you just need the hero. I would take Mortis if I was free to play, if we weren't building him. I would take him to Elite Plus to utilize him in the Abyssal Expedition. Then I would switch right to Lucy. If you don't want to build Mortis, I would just go to Lucy right off the bat. Lucy is an absolute monster when it comes to her being built. She can solo teams by herself with her buff, with her signature item. She is a monster to build. So a lot of people now are prioritizing, again, building the twins all the way up to Mythic to unlock that signature item, increasing their survivability, and then building Lucy. That's kind of what we've seen a lot of players building, is going Lucy. Hyatt, but really doesn't matter. Either one's. Whatever you want to call me. So ultimately, doing pretty well though. Very, very stoked. Zolrath is getting there. Khazard is getting there. We're going to go ahead and do some of the Battle of Blood. I think that's about everything. First, I want to check out the shop. So we actually, like I said earlier, I'll show you what we buy out of the merchants. Right here, so we buy this dollar pack. We buy red emblems, so that's 10. We buy both these, so we buy the Poke coins and we buy the Twisted Essence, which is 20. And then we pick up usually the Essence itself, which is our 26. So out of there, though, getting those in the Battle of Blood every day brings us to Warrior's Glory. So the Warrior's Glory, we have 885 of our Beastly Pendants. So we have a ton of Beastly Pendants in here, which is very, very cool to see, because what I want to buy is ultimately right here. Boom, we want the Dura's Artifact Fragments. These fragments, as I did the video a little while ago, I want to go ahead and build out these fragments. I want to finish out Dura's Call. That is what we're looking to build right now. Essentially, once I build Dura's Call, because I'm always short on gold, every fragment that I get, once I max it to 5 stars, they allow me to sell the fragments back, which is very, very cool. So we're actually going to buy these chests out of here, which is going to be 200 of our emblems here. Boom, we got that completely done. And then I also want to buy these chests. Now, I do not recommend buying the rare factional hero chests. I would go ahead, do red chest. Yep, absolutely, I would do red chest hills. I want to finish out my fragments and I want fodder. I have so many heroes in here that I want to build that, again, this account is built a little bit differently. And a lot of things that I do here, I wouldn't do on the main account because we are doing the purchases in here. So essentially, if we buy these, boom, there we go. We still got 9 more days of the Warrior's Glory, but that gives us more than enough fodder that we're looking for. So here, I want to make sure out of fragments that we're looking for Dura's Call. Right there's Dura's Call. So we have 439. So essentially, we get 40 per chest. So we're going to have to open up a couple. So we'll do 3 for Dura's Call. There we go. So that takes us to 559. So we need 1 more for Dura's Call. 599, guys. I need 1. I need 1. That is it. So 1 will take us to 600, which is where we want to level up the call. Boom, we need 1. I'm just going to wait for that. I'm not going to overflow it with 39, but the next one that I would definitely focus on, since we only need 1 in Dura's Call, is, of course, the Eye. The Eye is the other one. A lot of players still use the Eye. It is really the second focus. So for the Eye right now, we're at 299. So we still need a lot to build up the Eye. There we go. Now we're at 339. I'm poor. My hero level is 502. I'm trying my hardest to get more levels. Yeah, Dave, it honestly, if you're buying it in the shop, if you're buying your essence, if you're doing everything you can, it just takes time. That is really the biggest thing there, is it literally just takes time to go ahead and level up. All right, so for the cards, I'm trying to think exactly who we want to build here, which again, we have enough food for Ullard, which is good. We need copies of Hendrik, which we're good there. We could get a lot of Maulers built. Wilders, again, we're pretty well there. We could build out Kelthar if we had enough food. But I'm thinking Maulers. I am thinking Maulers. I didn't even stargaze Mortis. I just got both of his copies from Stones. I did the same, Yorit. So Mortis was one of the easiest heroes. When we stargaze, we did stargaze on the main account. I pulled Mortis like crazy. Honestly, I really pulled Mortis like crazy. Actual game question for you with Garrison Hero. I got Ainz and Albedo. I also just got Lucy to Mythic. What do you recommend to build SI? Building the signature item, yeah, I would definitely go and build Ainz. Ainz, as many players know, Ainz is absolutely broken. A lot of players have said, but he's been nerfed. So Ainz, essentially, they nerfed him to cap his power at 100 and I think it's 1600. Most players will never hit that cap. As you get into further game, as you get more towards end game, you'll actually start hitting that cap. Lilith has said, and I know they said it on Reddit, that the cap, the 16,000 cap has always been in there. No one just realized it or no one has actually hit it. Well, now players are starting to, but again, it is much further down the road. Where you have him out and where you have him built, even where I have him built now, you're not going to hit that cap. I'm not going to hit that cap. He has not been nerfed. Yeah, exactly. Sean L. is he hasn't been nerfed. It's how it's been. It's how it's always been. And that's really the big thing. You know, people on Reddit, Discord, absolutely blew up. They nerfed Ainz. They nerfed Ainz. That is the way Lilith has assured. That is the way he has always been. Fast rewards. I think I'm already at 100 or 200 diamonds. I'm going to wait till tomorrow floods just because I don't want to burn 200 diamonds to try to get it. Again, I refresh this for 50, 80, 100, then 100. Plus we get the free one. We do fast rewards 5 times every single day. So ultimately we'll get it out of there maybe in the next day or two. I'm hoping. If not, we'll actually have to pick it up next time. So let's look at the event one more time, which we have 85 left. Now I go all in red chests. Boom, there's 20 more red chests, which gives me, I think I have like 137 red chests already. So after Ainz, Lucy, or Albedo for SI, if you're running Ainz, without Albedo, Ainz will still be good. Essentially, though, building Lucy Hyatt will give you a lot more utility because, again, Lucy can perform by herself. You don't have to have Albedo to have Ainz. Ainz will do well by himself. Lucy will do well by herself. I would probably go with Ainz and then Lucy just because both of them will perform on teams very, very well themselves. They don't require the counterpoint. Now, in time, you will have them built, but ultimately, again, it doesn't require the counterpoint. You don't have to have Albedo or have Ainz with Albedo. You can break them up and it'll still work really well. Thorn of Thrine, welcome to the stream. So I'm thinking, let me know what you guys think. What should we use our rare heroes for? So looking here, again, we have Ullard in here. We have Thane, we have Rigby, we have Oscar. None of those in here for the light bearers seem like a really, really big priority to build. Maulers, we are lacking. Maulers, we have 5 to build in here. We have 3 to build here, including, or not including Allard. Wilders, probably wouldn't use the cards. We have Cirrus and we have Almas. That is it. So we only have 2 left to build in here. That's what I'm thinking is Mauler cards. For Graveborn, the same as we have Kelthar, which we already have more than enough copies of Kelthar. We have Baden and Torn is already done. I thought I needed Albedo. No, Paula. So essentially, Albedo will buff Ainz, which she does with all dimensional heroes. Right here, she'll give more defense. She will give more attack. But again, Ainz is strong enough. He doesn't need it. Now, it doesn't hurt. But ultimately, it doesn't really, really nerf him that bad if you're not running Albedo, if you don't have Albedo maxed out. It's not like Ainz is no longer going to work. Oh, who's the strongest hero in AFK Arena? Honestly, the strongest, I would say Lucy or Ainz, probably Ainz. I run Ainz in the Dismal Maze. I run him in a lot of different places. Most of the time when Ainz ults, having him completely maxed out, he kills everybody, which is crazy. I runs Ainz and Albedo together. He will usually kill everybody, the entire enemy team. Very, very broken. I know people are really, really disappointed with him in PvP. Essentially, if you run him in PvP, it's pretty much Eins versus Eins. Whoever ults first wins. It is really the big thing, which it's very broken in PvP because, again, the first ult wins, and that's really the game that it plays with, kind of the RNG factor of PvP. Stitchy is good if you mix, match, and well. Yeah, Stitchy is good. Damien is very, very good. So a lot of people are saying Maulers, which that's what I'm thinking as well. We could go ahead and build out the Maulers, which would be very, very cool to see. All right, guys, so Maulers it is. Boom, we have our cards here. We are going Maulers. I think I should just speed right through it. So we're going to have a couple cards to use here. Boom. Do we really want to use them? There we go. There's our 90 cards. There we go, guys. There's our Maulers. That's right. 90 Maulers. Very, very cool to see. All right. So let's build some of these out. I'm stuck on the last one of the mission. Which mission, Dave? All right. So here we'll go ahead. We'll build all those out. A couple more elites there. There are our elite pluses. All right, so let's see, who are we going to build here is the question. Because remember, we built we built Verk last time. We're just waiting on copies for Warwick. Ultimately, we know there's no Mauler hero that is coming. So we have a lot of food here. So our choices are, we have, and guys, again, let me know. So we went with Maulers. We have Antandra, we have K-Sauce, Brutus, Satrana, and Inoki. So we have 5. So we have 5 possible Maulers. Who should we focus on next? Who should we look for in the Mauler team? I still need Silas and Grez. Yeah, Bloody Star, Silas and Grez. Grez is a priority to build. So I'm thinking honestly, we have 4 copies. We have 3 stars there. But we have Satrana all the way up to Ascended. Brutus, we're a little bit short. Antandra, we have up to Ascended. I'm thinking Satrana. Antandra and Satrana, that's Brutus. Yeah, Brutus, we're 1 short. Satrana, so we got 2, we got 3. Satrana, look at that, Satrana. Inoki for Kren. I like that one. I want to see Satrana. You know what? We got a ton of votes for Satrana. So we're going to build her. So we are going to build her. And essentially, Sophia, we have already maxed out down here. So we can use our copy of Sophia, which essentially is just going to be food. There's Legendary, and there is Legendary Plus. Not too bad. She will be the next one. Antandra, I know, is really strong, especially with the rework. Satrana will build. Then I'm thinking probably either Antandra or Inoki. We'll go either route with there. But let's go ahead and build up a couple of these heroes. So there is Legendary, Legendary Plus. And there we go. So this will take her up to Mythic. So unlocking that signature item. Now I need a ton of emblems. Can I accept your Merc request? Yep, I'll check it out in 1 second. Who is Lucy in the game? Lucretia. Lucy is Lucretia right here. Lucretia is Lucy. A lot of people just call her Lucy. But that is Lucretia. All right, so here, I think we have 1, 2, 3. We still need 1 more. Even with all that food, guys, we need 1 more. So we don't have a spare Inoki. 1 more, we can take her to Mythic Plus, and then essentially we can take her to Ascended. So she is very, very close to being Ascended. We already have the copies of her, which is awesome. So the Mauler is catching up quite a bit with the addition of Satrana. It's crazy to see how fast the food actually goes in here. So Elder Tree, guys, another level there. Not sure for the Union. It's probably Satrana because we never had her built, just like we don't have Antandra built. So now she is permanent. And I think that will do it, guys. That will do it for everything that we have in the bag. just waiting on levels, waiting on more there. And then, of course, another piece to max out that artifact. All right, now we're going to get into the Battle of Blood. This is a perfect time, guys. If you got questions, what's going on, Blake R? Thanks for joining our stream. If you got questions or anything, the Battle of Blood, I've only went through and did the daily rewards essentially every day. But ultimately, we're going to push our progression in here for about the last 20 minutes we have left of the stream. And we'll just go ahead, look, level 31 Lilith games. Not sure if they actually work for Lilith, but very, very cool to see. I'm really hoping that they add some benefits, some perks, some rewards, something for essentially doing this. But ultimately, it doesn't look like they have anything in here. I'm very low on Twisted Essence. Where can I get more? Monsi, there's only really one spot to get the Twisted Essence, which essentially takes a long time, is the Twisted Realm. The Twisted Realm, you can get a couple from a couple different sources, like the monthly card. If you're picking up the monthly cards here, you can pick up Twisted Essence out of here. If you're buying it in the event, you can buy Twisted Essence, but mainly it is just the Twisted Realm and only the Twisted Realm to go ahead and build up the Essence. And that's why I really stress, when it comes to Twisted Essence, it is probably one, similar to Red Chess, it is one of the most finite resources essentially that you can get, because you only get it every 2 days and it comes in a very, very limited quantity, meaning it usually takes me 4 to 6 days. That is right, guys. 4 to 6 days, essentially to get one level in the Elder Tree. It takes a long time to build them up and essentially to make them very, very effective. It takes time, and it does take a lot of time. What's going on, Daniel and Pat? Thanks for joining the stream. What's your best damage in AoE? Best damage in AoE was about 600, I think 600 million. I know we had a couple that hit 1.2, 1.3, 1.5 billion. The AoE is in Quiet Time, so the Vault of Time is completely done. Right here, we are now in Quiet Time, meaning you no longer get Essence. Right now, he has 13% left on our 5th kill. Again, we were just testing out formations in here. Of course, everyone hit Prince, which is completely done there. Once we kill him this time, he will not respawn. He will be completely done. He'll be dead for permanent this time, because this is our 5th and final kill. So again, we're just testing out damage comps out of here, essentially, is where we're at. All right, guys, so we're going to push through the Battle of Blood. Again, if you have questions, guys, this is really the big time to go ahead and ask them, because the Battle of Blood, we'll just go through this for about the next 20 minutes, what we have left of the stream, and see if we can push our rank a little. I need help to pick, should I buy Belinda in the shop to get her Legendary Plus, or buy Antandra and carry her to Mythic? If you're looking in the shop, honestly, I wouldn't buy either of those. You'll get them out of the wish list. You'll get them in time. A lot of people try to push the progression, ultimately resulting in slowing down progression later by buying them out of the shop. Out of the shop, I would definitely go. Guys, we got a new subscriber. Kelly, thank you for subscribing for the channel. And what's going on, GB? Insomnia, top lad. I love when he says lad. Looking here, we got, it looks like we got Irons in here, which is a good start. I love him with a little bit probably of protection with Hendrik there. Rowan heals gives, yeah, absolutely. In the Warrior's Glory, it really depends. I love the dynamic, essentially, of the team comps that you get in here. So out of tanks, we can put Scrag in here. I like running Sophia with Irons because she gives him a very, very big boost. And then last one, we're probably going to throw Athalia in here, which is good because Athalia is going to be on the twins. She should be able to kill them relatively quick. So I'm hoping that we can get this one very quick. Is Rowan the best support? Yes, Rowan is definitely one of the very, very best support classes in the game. He provides energy regeneration. He provides a stun. He also provides the energy potions and the healing potions. Absolutely awesome. It is what I love. Problem with possible rewards for the top is trophies have no limit and fights are free. Floods, this is what we kind of talked about before, is what I think they should do is if they want, so even if they made 2, let's say they broke Bob into 2 sections, so you actually had 2 different parts that you could compete, which would be like, I guess, a ranked system and maybe like an unranked system. I think it would be relatively easy to do something of that nature if they broke it into essentially two types of sections and then gave you a limit. So essentially, let's say I wanted to go ahead and play around and I wanted to run this all that I could going into the unranked section. So here I can play as much as I want. The boards don't make a difference. You can accumulate your trophies, everything like that. But then if they had a second part which was ranked, so essentially they gave you, let's say 10 attempts a day, you get 10 cards a day to push the rank section versus the unranked section. I think it would be an interesting dynamic to it, which this one I knew we were going to die. Anytime that you fight Ullard, you pretty much get destroyed. If you guys haven't seen with the Battle of Blood, fighting Ullard, you get destroyed with the immunity. It seems like it's almost permanent immunity, which is very, very tough. You absolutely get destroyed. But like I was saying with the Battle of Blood, if they had something down here that was like maybe a ranked and then just a regular, the unranked, you could go ahead and play as much as you want. With the ranked, they gave you 10 opportunities or 20 opportunities, whatever it would be, to actually rank to see where you're at. It would put a really, really big part of skill into the Battle of Blood. I know there's always going to be RNG, but adding a skill aspect to the Battle of Blood, just like the War of Wits, which if you got 5 cards a day to compete, you got 10 cards a day to compete, whatever it may be, and just offering a small reward out of there. I think it would be very cool to see. So this one we'll go with Ainz again, which again, with him being kind of broken, very, very good choice. Let's go with Estrilda. Why not? I like Estrilda. I have the twins at Mythic. Who should I pick from this event? Twins for later building them Ascended or maybe Mahira. It's kind of tough. Honestly, I would go with Mahira if you're looking to buy a hero out of the event. I would definitely go with Mahira just for the fact that you're going to build her eventually, and the other heroes now you can buy out of the store, which makes that relatively easy to buy them out of the store, essentially. I finished Arthur. Should I work on Wukong or buy Dimensionals SI in the lab shop or save lab coins for future Dimensionals? Justice Angel, ultimately, once you have Arthur, you want to go ahead and build up those Emblems of Space as much as you can. The Emblems of Space, since now we have so many dimensional heroes, I would ultimately go ahead. Maybe we forgot to pick our last hero, but that's okay. I would ultimately go ahead and build those heroes out. I would pick up the Emblems of Space every single week. Copies of Wukong will come. It just does take a little bit of time, but ultimately those copies will come, which I think we still won with Belinda in our comp, which again is the power of Ainz. So out of the shop, I would definitely buy the Emblems of Space, building those up as much as you can, the red emblems. Wukong will come in time. Lilith either gives us Wukong or they give us copies of Flora, are the two that they really, really like to give us, essentially. So here it looks like we don't have any tanks. So they didn't give us any tanks. So you know what? We're going to go with, I think it may be Tassie up front. She usually does pretty well. We can also go with Joker. So we'll go dodge tank on this one. And since we're going dodge tank, I think I'm going to go with a lot more support. So we'll go with twins. We'll go with, I'm thinking Verk. We'll go with Pippa. We'll throw Pippa in this one. What do I think about Hendrik? Yeah, Hendrik is really good. He has a ton of survivability. The only thing that really brings Hendrik down, which they have Ainz and they have Zafriel plus Taline. I'm hoping the traps are going to help when Zafriel comes over. Ultimately, when you're looking at Hendrik, 2 of his 4 abilities are a single use only, which is why so many people hate using him. It's very, very easy. to essentially outweight Hendrik, just essentially waiting to his abilities are burnt. But if you have a signature item, he is a very strong tank, especially if it is a shorter battle. He works very well. He's very, very strong. This one we'll go with Orthos, and we know we're building Satrana, so we'll drop her in here as well. The 5-star Wukong opens up Tree Juice. Yeah, Blacklar. So essentially, when you get Wukong to 5 stars in the store, you will get, not sure what's going on with our reminder up there. I don't even know what that was for. We'll go with a little bit of boost here, so we'll rely on her to do our damage. They got twins, so this is going to be a pretty fun battle. Now let's go with some CC there. Yeah, Hendrik, like I was saying, very good when it comes to the defensive front, but ultimately, if the battle stays on, if you're a minute plus in there, most of the time you're going to lose with Hendrik, unfortunately. Satrana is just a monster, guys. 10 million, 9 million, so up front, Mage just destroyed everybody, completely maxed out, took almost no damage at all. I find that it isn't as relevant to look at the enemy's cards this time around. No, absolutely, D. I have found the exact same. I don't even really look at their cards because I just see what I have here and what's kind of going to make sense. So we know Arthur is really good. Zafriel is really good. We'll go with Satrana again because we know she is an absolute monster. We don't have much ranged here, which is going to be an interesting combination. So I'm actually going to go with Zafriel Mahira in the middle. That'll pick up Arthur's aura. Then I'm thinking we'll go Damon. We'll go Damon with the Blood Shield because he is going to be completely maxed out. So I think that'll work. We'll see, because again, Satrana is just a monster when it comes to this. Twins can act like a tank. The twins are pretty decent at tanking. What I've noticed, though, is they do die relatively quick because of everybody being maxed out. If the teams are a little bit different, maybe not as much, but ultimately it seems like in here they get burned down relatively quick because of their utility, everybody else being maxed out. I've been thinking about making an AFK Arena YouTube channel. Do I think you should? Absolutely, Dark. If you like making videos, if you enjoy essentially teaching people, the education aspect of it is why I started AFK Arena. I love doing that side of it. So definitely, Dark Blaine, if you feel it's something, it does take a considerable amount of time. And that's what I think a lot of people don't really realize is how much time it does really to take to make the videos, to edit the videos. Also to get everything set up does take a considerable amount of time. But definitely, if it's something you're interested in, all for it. Absolutely all for it. So I think I'm going to go with Zafriel in this one. You can provide some crowd control. Not too sure, but she should burn down Khazard pretty quick. Not sure where Rose is going to go. I picked Rose because I don't know where she is going to go. Let's do some watermelons. Waiting for him to pick. Got Namora eating some watermelons there. First arrow, boom. Almost took Khazard out with the very, very first arrow. Wow. That is the power, guys. 6.5, 4.4, so not too bad. Yeah, the hubby versus the wife. There you go. Yeah, I haven't built Wukong to 5. I know once you get him to 5 stars out of the shop, his little icon where you can buy him will switch to Tree Juice, and then you can buy Tree Juice. So if you're looking, like we said a little bit earlier, if you're looking to build a lot more Tree Juice, max out Wukong. If you max out Wukong, that swaps to Tree Juice, which might be worth it. And I love Satrana versus Thorin. It's a combination that seems to work pretty well. We're going to go with an extra tank here. And of course, we're going to go with her crazy mage support, shield everyone. And then Respen. So him completely maxed out is very, very tough. And Ulard's actually going to go on the enemy side because he chose Kelthar in this one. Let's see how it looks. All-out attack, very early from Joker. I'm hoping there's Ruspin with the alt. And it is Cirrus, guys. Cirrus versus Thorin for the win. Got the knockup. He might burn him down. I think the crowd control of Cirrus is going to win. And he does, guys. He pulls it out. 6, 7. Look at that. 5 million, 6 million, 4 million. But 6 million there very, very quick from Ruspin. What's going on, Adula? And again, I don't know what the calendar invite is. I don't even think it's at... I think that might be from Twitch. I'm not sure if that's showing up from Twitch or someplace else. So here, we're going to go double. We're going to go with Cirrus because of the knockback. We're going to go with Screg because of the pushback, which I think is going to be really strong. And he ran Athalia. You know what? Let's go with the Z's, and he can go ahead and pull in a copy of Gorvo. So we'll triple tank his Eron there. Then we'll go with the pushback. We'll go with some Titus. Why not? It's going really well. Absolutely love doing the live stream, guys. Love answering questions. It is very, very cool. There's the pull in from Eron. I'm hoping he's just going to get overwhelmed, which I'm assuming. There we go, guys. Got another new subscriber. Danteus, the OG. You need Kong, 9 of 9 furniture, 6 of 9. Wukong. Yeah, I don't know, Sky. Honestly, I don't even know. Oh, is that French? I don't even know where that calendar is coming from, honestly. I don't really have anything open. So again, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where that's coming from. Wukong 9 of 9 furniture. I know it's not the biggest priority, but his 9 of 9 does help a lot if you're using him for survivability. If you're using him as a tank, which here we're going to go with Brutus and Entendre. She is a very, very strong kind of sub-tank warrior, but she will go straight back line, which we'll look at in a minute. Versus Mahira, again, she'll go straight back line, which is why we're going to drop in Titus to further push this entire team back. And if you guys have not seen, Oden is a nightmare to deal with, guys. He is very, very tough to deal with the displacement, with the energy disintegration, especially having the 9-piece furniture bonus. He is tough. And I want to slow it down and see the battle. So there's the displacement with Oden. Again, there's his energy leech. Whirlwind, because everyone is completely just stacked up together like I intended it. Very, very easy there, guys. 6 million, 5 million, 2, 4, and 1. Not too bad overall. Just essentially ran over Mario. I love the actual Mario pick. All right, guys, we're at 67.90, so making a little bit of progression. Yeah, the Portal Party is very, very cool. And this is a very cool event. If you guys haven't played it, it is a cool, which I love. We're going to use her again. We're going to use Entendre. We're going to do the pushback here. That's what I'm thinking. So we'll go with the double pushback. Ooh, that's a good pushback team too. That was a pretty good choice on us. Let's do Skarath to pull everyone together. We're going to do Nara in the bottom. Maybe we'll get lucky with a grab over here, which we get Albedo. Not the best luck on that one. And we're going to go with Lucy. Lucy's going to be our backup here. 69.69 wasn't possible. I'm subscribed on Twitch. Oh, absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, I do both. A lot of players really, really prefer to watch on Twitch. That was the main reason why we started our Twitch channel. I've been doing YouTube for over a year now. But again, a lot of players wanted to watch on Twitch and wanted us to stream on Twitch, which there we got run over. I think it was Titus. Titus doing a ton of damage, guys. Once he starts getting that mitigation up, he is very, very strong. I have Lucius at Mythic, and I can get him to Ascended, or I could get Rowan to Mythic. And I have one Chimera. Absolutely, Levi, go with Rowan. Rowan is your biggest priority. He is just an absolute monster to build. Oh, that was you? So Mitch seen what was coming. That was him. Were you Mario? What was Mitch Mario? So here we're going with Taline support, and then of course Saurus mitigation and a ton of healing. We're going to cancel some alts out of here, which is always very powerful, especially versus Thorin. I'm going to go with Isolde. We're going to try to boost Isolde since we only have Mahira here. But I got to see what he drops in the back. Defril and Ullard. I dislike fighting Ullard. We're going to go with support, and we're going to go with the crowd control that Namora is going to provide. Athalia versus Isolde. We're going to lose this one. Andy's got Ullard. Mario again. Let's see if Isolde can get... Isolde is healing back there. Boom. There's the damage mitigation. Got Saurus built up. Hoping we can burn this team down relatively quick. And there is Ullard, guys. Literally just sitting in the back. Namora's heal is going to help us a ton. Bringing Taline back up. We're working him down. We're working him down, guys. Yesterday I had 4 Talines from 50 Astro cards. Big gamer, that is awesome. Absolutely awesome. So there we go, guys. Won that one. 8 million. Look at that. Almost 10 million from Isolde. Just a monster. And we fought Mario again. Saurus won't survive. With his furniture, it gives him a huge damage mitigation factor. Yeah, too much healing. You essentially just overrun. Which, look at our dimensionals here, guys. So I like Scrag, I like Ullard. You know what? We're going to go with double tank in the front. And dealing with Wukong is very tough as well. Which here we have Oscar. I know we could probably get a pretty early out. I'm not going to pick Albedo. I don't think I'm going to go with Scrag because we don't have enough pushback from the rest of the heroes. I'm thinking we're going to go with... I know Wukong. You know what? Let's go with Ullard and we'll go with this combination is what I'm thinking. Oh, never survives. Yeah, Saurus, if you run him over earlier, if he gets those 5 stacks, usually you can't kill him. Usually you cannot kill him. So here we're just going solid support in the back is what I'm hoping is going to work here. Because trying to deal with Flora is going to be really tough. If we can get Wukong to ult, which Wukong died, see, we're probably going to lose this one. And Arthur's just chilling over there by himself with the immunity, which Arthur is the last one that needs the immunity. But there is Excalibur up. Nope, not going to be able to. Yeah, that's awesome, Big Gamer, to get 4 solid pulls out of there. The Blue Whale. All right, so who do we got here? We got a Khazard, but again, he dies really early. Nakaruru is super strong, which for tanking, not really too many choices here. We'll go with Nako. I don't know, maybe we'll go with Al. We'll go with Ullard in the front. Because we're pretty short on tanks, and I know Almas is not the strongest one out there. But we're fighting Mizoth, meaning we're going to need damage mitigation for him, so defense reduction. I know we have, so we're going to have survival too. This is going to be a tough one. Yeah, this might be a really tough one as well. Got Yukio versus Nakaruru. You can maybe pull, see, Scrath. You know what? Let's go with Khazard. I like Khazard. We'll see. I don't think we're going to have enough because we can't get Mizoth down fast enough to take care of Flora. So essentially, we're not going to be able to win this one. And he's got Lucius for shielding. Lucius, we're not going to be able to kill that quick either. See, Nakaruru gets crowd controlled, which I figured. I was hoping the Khazard Pharrell combo might be able to to get this one down. Which we got it, guys. Look at that. Ullard and Khazard are the two that I thought. I thought this combination would be really, really strong. And of course, the mitigation there. Mizoth taking out Nakaruru very, very quickly. Not too bad. I know Flora, I absolutely agree with you, Mitch. Flora is very, very tough to deal with, especially if you have Mizoth, if you have Taylene, a couple different heroes. She's just a monster to deal with. So let's see. This is an interesting combination. So we'll go with, thinking up front. Let's go double tank up front. They have Alna and Satrana. That's going to be pretty tough. But I'm hoping here with the permanent Hellfire, we'll go with Zolrath down here. Zolrath can do a lot of burst damage, especially being maxed out. Then, of course, I can't pass up Rowan to really support these ults. So if we can get ults pretty quick, even if Rowan dies with that ult table up, I'm thinking if we can pull a couple heroes out pretty quick. Zolrath takes off. Nope, not enough. Yeah, Drez in the last one, Levi was very, very tough to deal with. Drez was a monster. Ultimately in this one, he doesn't really seem to really do too much. In the War of Wits, he was amazing. The Battle of Blood doesn't seem to do that much. And again, this one, you know what? We'll go with Wukong and Satrana. It seems like sometimes when I run Zolrath, like Zolrath doesn't do that much. But I'm going to go strong here with, I'm thinking just tanks. You know what? Let's just tank it. We'll go with Thorin here, and we'll do Silas for the survivability. And I'm going to try to cheese it with Flora. Because essentially, there's Athalia, so a good pick there. Flora's going to take off. But they got Lucy, too. And Ezio. But let's see if we can get some of the heals up with Silas. Let's see, Ezio is just finishing people off too quick. Thorin with the cheese. Look at that, guys. Thorin and Flora. That's a really, really big cheese aspect of it. Because Thorin, remember, you have to kill him twice before he comes down. Look at that, guys. 12 million damage. The Thorin and Flora cheese. Very, very cool. All right, guys. We'll do one or two more matches, and that will do it for the live stream today. Made a little bit of progression. And I cannot imagine being on the higher levels in here, how long it has taken essentially to get to those very, very high levels in here. And I think this one we're going to throw in Isabella just because we haven't really used her very much. You know what? I'm going to go with Isabella, and I'm going to go with, see, I'm thinking Lucy, but you know what? Let's go with Silas. We're going to go more on the survivability aspect, which she's going to die. They threw up a Nara. You know what? Let's go with Lucy. Because we know Isabella's going to die pretty quick. Zafriel's going to stun. Leviathan Wizard. Jeff, thy noob. I think you got this one. I think you are going to be able to destroy this one. We got immunity on Arthur. Soros can get his stacks up. Nope, no chance. All right, guys, we'll do one more here. Look how tough Arthur is to kill. So essentially what happens with Arthur, and I know I've mentioned this before, Arthur's survivability, especially with 9 of 9 furniture, he is always the last one, essentially on the last one left. So that is essentially what happens with Arthur is he's so strong, you kill everybody else out, and he's the last one left. So you're stuck with nobody to kill but Arthur, which is the reason 3 of 9 is good for him. 9 of 9 is definitely overkill because of that survivability aspect of it. Which we could probably take out Khazard very, very quick. But you know what? We have a Link. I'm hoping the Link is going to go to the back, which will be okay there because then we're going to pull everyone out. I'm hoping Aziz will debuff right there. What's going on? IQH, one love. All right, guys. So let's see what we get here. Open Iran with the pull. Look at that, guys. Kalthar just destroyed him, but look at the shields. We've talked about Lorzen shields before, guys. Look at the shields of Lorzen. That was very, very quick. But remember, Lorzen with that 9 of 9 provides shields. So he actually shields the entire party. Based on his attack power, the shields get stronger and stronger, which are awesome. Absolutely amazing with the shields. All right, guys, so this will be the last one for our Battle of Blood. And hopefully it's a good one. We got a Thalia in there. Khazard, we got Iran, we got Gorvo, which I like. We could do the 5 pull pretty easy. I think that's what we're going to go for. Let's do this route, but I don't want him to grab him off the bat. So let's go for with Queen. Queen will try to hold everyone together here, is what I'm thinking. I'm hoping they put somebody backline, which Flora, well, that's going to be a tough team too. So we'll do the, well, it's going to be a 4 pull because Flora is going to take off on this one. Which if it's a Mizoth, we're going to be done. Because Mizoth essentially will go ahead and do his lick on Iran. So we're going to be pretty done. So not too bad. Since we have this combination, Athalia, we're doing the 5 pull, so we don't need Athalia on this one. Let's go with Khazard on there. Yeah, I'm hoping the 5 pull is going to work. And Gorvo with the stun. So I want to do the 5 pull Gorvo stun. Boom, there's the pull and the stun. That's what we were hoping, to burn down this little spot in the middle quick. Which, perfect, guys. Absolutely perfect down there. So Iran pulled in all 5 with Skarath. Gorvo provided the stun. Queen was there to keep everyone together, as well as Khazard. So very, very nice. That is exactly how we wanted it to be done. So overall, guys, still waiting. I wonder if we got... Nope, no more fragments in that one, but the fragments will come pretty soon. Team hunt has started, so Soren is open. So ultimately, guys, again, looking at the account, couple more light bearers to build. Maulers, we made some decent progression with Cetrana. We can unlock her signature item, which is awesome. This is what gives her the really, really big survivability, is having that maxed out, as well as her furniture. Helps out a ton. Helps out a ton in damage. Helps out a ton in survivability. In the Wilders, we only have 2 more. That is it. We have Cirrus and we have Almas. And we know the Raccoon is coming, so we're going to sit on copies waiting for Raccoon to come out. Graveborn, again, we have copies for Kalthar. We have copies for Baden. Since Torn is done, that is it. So as we continue to add more stars in here, we'll max out these heroes. Ullard will get maxed out. And then continuing to build. So Orthos, we need 2 copies. He'll be ascended. Here, we just need more copies of Khazard. We'll build him up, and then the Dimensionals are done. So overall, guys, not too much going on. Spring Glee, we're going to go ahead and pick this up if it lets us. Get 680 VIP points, but I absolutely love this with Sophia. Sophia's skin is very cool looking. I love the animation when she casts her ultimate ability, as well as the scatter bolts, everything else. And we have her all the way maxed out at 5 stars, so we'll activate it. We will choose it. There we go. Just looking at it really quick, there is the new Spectral Disruption. Very, very cool looking. I love the effects. You can see them a lot more than I could with the little red effects. Even the big boom of the Falling Sun ability. Very, very cool looking skin overall. And that's her the little white going around them is that, I think it's static field, that does damage. So the forwardmost hero will actually pick that up. Boom. AoE is awesome. Love the skin. The skin for her is very, very cool. I wish they offered it to players as free to play, but ultimately, if you want to pick it up, you can get it out of the event, actually free to play, but it is very expensive, guys. So it actually disappeared in here, but that's your first option, is that skin. So guys, that will do it for our stream for today. Got a lot more heroes built. Still didn't pull the 30,000 diamonds. Always, always looking for that overall. So hopefully next time we come back, we can build out Ullard. We can finish out chapter 34 so we can get our big bonus from the advancement rewards out of there for the diamonds, which is awesome. So the best deal in the game right there, advancement rewards. Get 45,000 diamonds for 20 bucks is the best purchase you're going to get in the game. So again, guys, thank you guys for joining me for the stream. Absolutely love doing these, answering a lot of different questions. I know a lot of people have questions on YouTube, a lot on Discord. Definitely, if you have any questions, let me know. Again, thank you guys for joining me for the stream. Very, very cool to do it. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And as always, thank you guys for watching.